welcome. We're here with another bridge vlog. We're here at the Young Chelsea Bridge Club, I think they call it the Mind Sports Centre now, but it's where the Young Chelsea play. And we're here for a congress. So it's a 2-day Greenpoint thing. At the moment I'm a bit early because I've come from Nottingham and everyone else is local, so waiting for my partner, the wonderful real Matt Brown. We say real Matt Brown because there's another Matt Brown in England who, the first time I played with our Matt Brown, the one you know and love, everyone congratulated me for winning with the other Matt Brown, not thinking I knew him or played with him, so we call ours the real Matt Brown because to us he's real, he's the real deal. So I'm playing with Matt today, playing with Andy tomorrow. I'm just going to wander down the have a view of the Young Chelsea. You've seen it before, we've played some Premier League games here, so yeah, we're waiting for people. There's Alan, there's Oliver. Hello guys.
Hello.
Yeah. There's Jonathan, lots of people. So there's we're on table 17, so there's at least 17 tables. And this is the main playing room, but we're upstairs at the moment because we're on the lower table. So this is the main room of the Young Chelsea with the honours boards at the back. But I think it's called the Mind Sports Centre because they play chess and backgammon and go and, you know, board games and clever things here on other days. There's Miki. Hey Miki. Hey. Miki's my partner in Toronto, at least for some of it anyway. So we're waiting for Matt. Magnus has been his usual organised self again, and he's not entered anyone for any of the events. But thankfully they've got space for us. And today's a one-day for spares, and tomorrow I'm playing with Andy Bowie, with Magnus, and I think Sarah Moran. I think it is anyway. And Sarah's organised. Sarah's entered us for the team, so we were in for the teams, but not for the pairs. So we wandered in. I wandered in saying, "Oh, I think you need to put us on the list." And the director goes, "Oh, brilliant! We now have an even number of pairs." And I says, "Is Magnus down?" He went, "No." I was like, "Oh, you need to put him on the list too." So we're back to an odd number now. So we might need to get a standby. And it's raining at the moment, so I'm not going to stand outside. I'm going to write a system card out, or at least a very brief one, and then we're going to be playing. Is it 7-7s today, Christine? 7-7s? Yeah, so 3 then 4, 7 board rounds, and then we'll probably go out for a meal tonight, maybe. Hopefully Andy can join us after whatever she's doing. She might be working at the ACL today, so yeah. Right, so I'll update you when Matt gets here, and I'm going to do some writing. There he is, there's Matt Brown. We're ready to start. We've got our system ready. He's got his bids in hand, he's going to open 7N. The room's full up. And this is upstairs. This is the upstairs room, so we're going to go. Looks like we've got like 36 pairs, which probably means we've got 18 teams tomorrow, so that should be pretty good. So yeah, you can see some people you might know. There's the legend. He's not wearing his Simpson shirt, and I am, so I'm a bit disappointed, but I'll let you know how we've done at the end of round 1. So we're all matched down, and we are done. And we've won. I'm pretty sure we've won anyway. I'm just going to snip into the side room. Oh, it's a bit dark in here. You've got this hand. This is Matt's hand, and you have stiff ace, ace third, ace king jack to 6, ace jack 10, and it goes pass to you. So you open 1 diamond. I mean, there's an argument you could even open 2N. I suppose you've got a pretty good hand. But you've got 16. You're on 21, are you? You open a diamond, and partner bids a heart. What do you do now? So we're playing match pointed pairs, and so it's sometimes better to get to the right game rather than just a game. So you've got several options here. You could bid 3N, which usually shows long diamonds and a good hand, like usually ace king queen to 6 or something, and an 18 count or something. So you're bidding 3N on long diamonds. You could bid some forcing bid and then try and show your heart sport. You could jump to 3 diamonds. You're far too good for that. Or you could do what Matt did, and he bid 2N, and he's gambling that I'm not going to pass it. He's gambling that I have a hand that I haven't scraped up a response to a diamond. But the advantages of a 2N is that you will always get to the right game. You'll get to 3N when it's right, and you'll get to 4 hearts when it's right. And we got to 4 hearts. And we got a pretty good board for making 11 tricks and 4 hearts. I can actually make 12 as it happens, the full hands there. I can actually pick the hearts up, but I didn't. I just thought making 11 would be good anyway, so I did that. But people in 3N making 10. So we got a good board there for Matt. Took a bit of a risk, but obviously is rewarded when I turn out to have 5 hearts. Obviously 3N could be risky as well, because you've only got a singleton spade. You're almost certainly going to get a spade lead. The auction sounds like they've got at least an 8-card spade fit, I think. So 3N is a bit risky, even though it gets you to a guaranteed game. It's dangerous on a spade lead. You pretty much need things to be running, and they might not be. So we just played Ollie Cowan. We are currently winning 17-3. We've got a little scoreboard on the wall here. Ukraine flag, I think, behind us. So cheer Ukraine on. This is a hand from the first set. This is Matt's hand again. Another bidding decision. You have King, Queen, Jack X, singleton, 3 to the 10, King, Queen to 5. And it goes. I can't remember if I was a passed hand or not. I think I was I? I can't remember. No, I think you first to bid and you open a club. You open a club with this hand, and over this they overcall 1 diamond. Your partner bids 1 heart, obviously that's your singleton, and they bid 1 nut trump on your right. Okay, so you don't really have an action over this. You pass. Is double supportive there? Shrug. Pass, and then partner protects with 2 clubs. So partner's likely got 5 hearts and 4 clubs, or maybe 4 hearts without long spades and 4 clubs. They've got 4 clubs either way. So this is good. You've got King, Queen to 5. I mean, there's a danger that one end was going off. I mean, you've got quite a good defence to one end if partner's got the heart stopped. If partner's got the ace of clubs, you're going to take quite a few tricks against a no trump, you'd think. But, 2 clubs probably making, and on your right, they bid 2 diamonds, supporting the diamonds. So they've got, tolerable diamond support, and clearly they've got hearts stopped on your right, otherwise they would have raised diamonds straight away. So, what do you do now? Well, I think you're probably worth bidding 3 clubs. I think you don't really have any defence to 2 diamonds, all your points in the black suits, and if partner's got the ace of clubs and a card somewhere, you're probably making 3 clubs or thereabouts. But it's match points. And partner hasn't got 4 spades. They would have probably done a negative double over 1 diamond to show both majors. It's unlikely partner's 4-5-0 for, I think, because they would have a big diamond fit now. So it's likely that partner's got 4 hearts and not 4 spades, but your spades are really good. And partner's going to be short in diamonds. Imagine if partner's got 3 spades and 1 diamond, or something like that, 3 spades and 2 diamonds, and partner can rough in their hand. You only need to make 9 tricks in spades, and maybe even 8 tricks in spades ties with 9 tricks in clubs. So if you can make 9 tricks in spades, you're going to win the board. There's no way you're making 11 in clubs if you think about 140 versus 130. Okay, so Matt offered 2 spades. Now, he knows that I know that he knows I can't have 4 spades. So I'm going to be passing with most of my 3-card spade holdings. And I did pass, and pass, and they ended up letting us make 10, but 9's always on the cards. There's the full hand. You see my spade holdings really good, ace 10x. So if they force us in diamonds, I couldn't have in my hand. But if they force us in hearts, which is what happened, Matt got to rough twice, and my ace 10x of spades were good enough to draw trumps by overtaking and cashing out. Spades ended up being 3-3, that's why we made 10. But even 9 is a good board. So what did we get for that? We got about 70-odd%, 78% or something for that, so that felt good. We're going into round 3, 2 wins from 2, can't be too bad. So we're walking to Marks and Spencer's, or M&S. You don't have M&S in New Zealand, do you? No. Matt's upper class shopping at M&S. And we won the next match as well, so we were 3 from 3. We got 20, 17, 15 or something, so like 51 or 52 I think thereabouts after 3, which is fair enough. That was a tougher match anyway. A couple of interesting decisions. We had 1 really nice defence to 2 spades, and we took it 4 off. That felt really good. I mean, there's an argument one of us should double it, but maybe then they only got 2 off, and I mean we just got it on top for that anyway. And then I don't know. It's possibly me, but anyway. So this is your hand, and you've got like Jack X, Singleton. I think you've actually got 10. Anyway, 2 small spades, Singleton heart, and then you've got Jack to 5 in both minors. So there's your hand there. There goes 1 club on your left, which is a multitude of things, one of which is weak balanced and the other which is natural clubs. And your partner jumps to 4 hearts, and the hand on your right bids 4 spades. Well, you look at the vulnerability, then you look at how many hearts you've got, and you pass. And it goes pass, and then Matt in the protective seat doubles 4 spades, which just basically says, I've got a good hand for my bidding so far. And now, this could mean he wants to bid 5 hearts, but he's given me the opportunity to pass 4 spades doubled, which probably sounds likely on this auction. But you look at your hand, and you look at the vulnerability, and you look how many hearts you've got, and you go, So, what does Matt need for 5 hearts to be right here? Well, it can't be making, I don't think. Let's give him a void spade. And 8 solid hearts. So far, I want 8 tricks. He needs, 3 chicks in the minors as well. So I don't think it's making. And now I've got to worry that could whatever I scramble to go for 800? Yeah, it could do. I mean, I think so. If he's only got 7 hearts, for example, he could be 0733, and maybe we scramble to 5 of a minor. But if they're 4-1, we could go for 800. His hearts don't have to be solid. So I shook the shoulders, and I think there is a chance when the man isn't sat there with like 8 solid hearts, when he's sat there with 7 good hearts and a couple of ace kings and minors, that he beat 4 spades. There's no guarantee that he doesn't go heart well, or Matt can cash a couple of hearts or something, and then we get a couple of tricks in the end. So I actually thought the biggest upside is passing, and I passed. We conceded 12 tricks, we conceded 790, and I think we got bailed out a bit. The fact that they probably should be getting to 6 when this guy bids 4 spades. Look at dummy. Look how good dummy was. They've got a stiff heart, king to 4 spades, ace, king, ace in the unbid suit in the minors. So it feels like, we could have got a really good board just passing 4 spades out, but Matt's got too good a hand to do that. He's got like 9 playing tricks. He's got 9 tricks in his own hand, sort of. You got king, queen of diamonds? King, queen, X of diamonds. So he's got 9 tricks in his hand. Do we not make 10 tricks? Oh, they get a rough. Okay, so yeah, so maybe I should be bidding on. I'm definitely not bidding. If I do bid on, I'm not bidding 5 hearts. I'm going to bid 4N to say 2 places to play, and Matt's just going to then insist on his 8 card suit because they should be trumps. And as the cards lie, he probably bids 5 spades anyway. So bidding probably wins. 1, because we don't go for 800 like I thought we did, and 2, because they probably don't catch you in 5 hearts. They probably bid 5 spades. They might get to 6 now. Who knows? Probably not. Not when Matt doubles. If he's not going to make a slam try over 4 spades, he's probably not going to make a slam try when Matt offers 4 spades doubled as a place to play. So I think we're lucky to get 30% on that board, but the rest of them went our way near enough. So we're going for a little break, and then we're going to wander back and see where we lie. So this was the 2 spade hand we defended against Gad, and let's go through the auction. Your partner opens a club, north passes, you bid 1 heart. Now if I was stronger I might respond to diamond if I could force over 1 no trump, but I can't, so I'm just going to bid my major. South makes a take out double, and partner redoubles, which is support, and north passes. So do you want to play, well, you're in a 4-3 fit here, and you don't really want to play with such bad hearts in hearts when you haven't got 8 of them. So I decided to bid a no trump, which tells partner I've got some values, but it also tells them I haven't got 5 hearts. And this goes pass. I mean, a no trump might score better, especially if South's short in hearts. You don't really want to be playing in 1 heart or hearts in general when hearts could break pretty poorly. And this goes pass, and North protects with 2 spades. Pass. Well, what's going on here? North certainly shouldn't have 4 spades. This is a bid, a match point bid, where almost certainly North's only got 3 spades here. They're just protecting because they were, I can't remember the vulnerability actually. They were definitely green, so maybe they're protecting because they're going off in 50s and they're hoping to go maybe 1 or 2 off to score better than one end making 8 or something. So it's you to lead, and if you think they're in a 7-card fit or something, and there's a chance that South has shortages in either hearts or clubs, what's the best lead? Well, it's probably right to lead a trump, which is what we did. We led a trump, and dummy goes down with what you can see. So we're going to defend it on the EC, but it was a collective effort. So it goes 10, Jack, Queen, small. So partner's got King, Queen of spades, and your theory is that partner's got King, Queen to 4. It was almost certainly North would have made a cheap 1 spade bid rather than backing him with 2 spades if they had 4 spades. So the Queen of spades wins, and partner at trick 2 plays the 8 of hearts. So this is either from King 9-8 or 9-8 small. Now, would they switch to a heart from King 9-8? I don't think so. And North played the ace of hearts. So this is pretty telling, I think. If North had ace doubleton, they would take the heart finesse, yeah, or something like that. So they win the ace, and if they had ace doubleton, they might either take the ace or play a second heart back now. But they didn't. They played a diamond. So it looks like North has got exactly ace-king doubleton of hearts, because nothing else makes sense. If they had ace-x, they might take the finesse, or if they're going to reject the finesse, they're going to clear their heart tricks up. So they've got ace-king tight. Now, why wouldn't they play the second one? Why wouldn't they unblock their hearts, trying to get to the queen of hearts when they get in with the ace of spades, for example? Well, it's possibly because they want to lead diamonds towards dummy twice. And what sort of holding might they need to lead diamonds towards dummy twice? Well, any holding without the jack. So at trick 3, looks a bit weird, we played low. Now, for a couple of reasons, this is fairly safe. If you can sort of read the situation fairly quickly and piece together what's going on, you can work out North probably doesn't have the jack of diamonds. If they did, they might have unblocked the hearts before trying to clear their diamond tricks up, because then they can play diamonds from either hand. And 2, we haven't led the ace or king of diamonds, which means North's never going to play you to have both the ace and king. So it's a free duck, I think. And this goes 10, jack. So bingo. That seems pretty good. And then West decides to play obviously West can't attack spades, and it might be right for us to lead spades, but West plays a diamond back. It goes small, king, 4. Now, we're not going to try and give West a diamond ref. Obviously West has tried to get us in to lead another spade through. We know West has the king of spades. We know they've got nothing in hearts and virtually nothing in diamonds. So what could West's hand be? King, queen of spades, ace, king of clubs. Seems pretty likely. There doesn't seem to be anything else West can have. So with that in mind, we're sort of defending double dummy now. We played a second spade. They reject the finesse. It doesn't feel likely that East is leading from the king of spades here when they've led 10 then 8. So they reject the finesse and they unblock the hearts, and now, because they didn't unblock the hearts earlier, they weren't in a position to catch the queen. They're now stuck in the north hand. What do? Well, they tried another diamond to maybe set the diamonds up if diamonds are 3-3 or something like that, and we can win the ace, and we can get our partner to discard their last hearts. And now, even if North can get to the queen of hearts, which currently they can't, West is roughing hearts now. So we could give West a heart rough, but we know it's important to, if partner's got ace king of clubs and king x of spades, we know it's important to take north and south's trumps out. Okay, so that's what we do. We play our club to the jack, king and small, and partner can draw another round of trumps. We're sort of defending double dummy now. We're sort of not much to do in the EC. We've done our bit. We've led spades and we got the diamonds right, but they cash the king of spades. And now, because West is also pretty good, West was able to play a low club force dummy's last trump, and now West is going to have 2 clubs and a trump left, so you can see the whole hand now. Although dummy's got, the south hand's got 3 winners in, they've got no more tricks because this gets roughed with the last spade, and we can play ace of clubs dropping partner's queen, and the 10 of clubs for 4 off and plus 200, which was a top at the time. If we look at the whole hand from the start, you can see that it's about a 50-50 hand. We've got a 13 opposite 9, so we've got 22 opposite 18, so it seems like an even hand. Things just lie so poorly. The spade lead was great, ducking the diamond was great, underleading the ace of clubs at the end to force the last trump was great as well. So all the things kind of lined up to getting 4 off. The only criticism I would have is potentially on the auction, West should probably double. West should also know that North only has 3 spades. More importantly, partner's bid a no trump, and I think it's even clearer for West that North has 3 spades, because partner's bid a no trump. Partner wouldn't do that with a singleton spade. So partner's going to have 2 spades. If they've got something like Jack X or Ace X or something, this is going to go awfully. Partner's got the hearts over North, you've got the clubs over, you've got the spades over South. It's just not going to go very well, and in case it's only going 1 or 2 off, you need to be doubling this at match point. Another match, another win. Bit of a swingier match that time round. Some mistakes were made all round. Here's my mistake, potentially. This is my hand. And effectively both of us made a mistake on this hand, but I think mine's worse. We will see. The person on your left bids 1 diamond. Your partner bids 3 clubs, and everyone's vulnerable. And the hand on your right bids 3 spades. So, what are your thoughts? Well, your choices are pass 4 clubs, 5 clubs, unless you're going to do some weird sort of psych and try 3N or something weird like that. Pass 4 clubs or 5 clubs. And I think this is a decision I got wrong. I thought I might have a chance of beating 4 spades. In my mind, I went, I can lead the king of clubs. If it holds, partner will signal for where their singleton is, and I can switch to whichever red suit partner signals for, and I can get in with my spades and give him a ruff, or 2 spades. So we make a club, 2 spades, and a ruff. And then I thought about if I bid 5 clubs, how many offs are going to go? Well, 2 offs okay, 3 offs bad. I might be favourable, I can't remember. I just thought I couldn't risk it for it to go off. And I think it all comes down to how often partner's going to have 6 clubs. Sometimes partner won't have the ace, they'll have queen jack 10 to 7 or something, and they won't have the ace. And then it's bad to bid on because you've got a club loser you didn't think you'd have. And sometimes partner will only have 6, ace queen jack 10 to 6 or something. Your clubs are pretty low, or you've just got the king. So partner can have a really solid suit and bid 3 clubs on a 6-card suit or something. So, and this is where knowing your partner and their tendencies is good. If you were playing opposite me, I would have 6 clubs, probably more than I should. But Matt has 7 always here. He thinks he would never intervene here, even over a diamond. I really like going a diamond 3 clubs because you cut out both majors. If the next hand's got like an 8 count with both majors, you've sort of stuffed them. They have to either overbid or pass and not show their majors. So, if you know your partner's definitely got 7 clubs, then probably bidding 5 clubs is right. And the advantage to doing that is some of the time they'll bid 5 spades over you, which is what I didn't consider when I did it. As it went, there's the full hand. As it went, I laid down the king of clubs at trick 1 to follow my plan. My partner overtook and switched to a heart, which gave the heart guess away. He says he's unlucky, but it does fail whenever the declarer's got ace jack 10 or ace 10 9. You give up a heart trick that you've naturally got. So I think 5 clubs just has the biggest positive. They bid you 5 spades over you, and I didn't consider that. So bidding 5 clubs is probably right. If partner has 7 clubs always, it's definitely right. And I think me playing opposite me, I'm a bit hesitant, but me playing opposite Matt Boomer Brown, he's going to have his preempt, aren't you, Matt? Yeah, yes, he is. Vulnerable, he has his preempt. So That was bad for many reasons. Obviously, we've got a chance of beating 4 spades. Some people were going off, and most people will be going off from 5 spades. I think if you bid 5 clubs, their hand with the 4 card spade support that they haven't shown in the singleton club would probably chance 5 spades, maybe. So, I was going to say who knows, but it's probably Muppet Boy here. I think everyone's vulnerable, and if partner's only got 6 clubs, I only count 8 tricks. So, oops. So we finally lost one, maybe, but we're teetering on 10-9. We bid a Chris Cooper Grand Slam. Dr. Chris Cooper. Although Matt went 2 off. Realistically, I didn't bid it very well. I think if Matt was in 6, he might make it. Maybe it's difficult because hearts were 6-1, but we're missing a key card. So, oops. And this is it's probably I made 2 bad bids. One didn't cost us, but I thought it meant something different to what it meant. And then the second one, I should just make Matt's life easier, and I basically bid something that could be misconstrued, and Matt jumped to 7, understandably. So we should be in 6 clubs on this hand. I mean, not that interesting, but I mean, actually, I'll give you my actual hand and think about what you bid. You've got singleton, ace queen to 5, king jack 10 to 5, ace 10 doubleton, and the open 2 clubs on your left, which is both majors weak. At least 4-4, I think, was their agreement. And your partner bids 3 clubs vulnerable, and the hand on your right bids stop 4 spades. I mean, you didn't expect them to bid 4 hearts, and they're favourable. So a lot of things go through your mind here, but what do you do? And I think maybe I was a bit exuberant. Definitely getting to 7 on this hand is pretty bad, but what I wanted to do, I manufactured a bid that I have an agreement with someone else, that a mutual friend of mine and Matt's, where 4N is a good raise to 5 clubs. Sometimes you get preempted out when they jump to like 4 hearts or 4 spades, and you want to bid 5 of partner's mine or 5 hearts over 4 spades, and you want to distinguish between the times where you're just bidding it because you've got fit and you think 4 spades is making, and you're bidding it because you're not far off making a slam try. And here, I'd like to think that if Matt's got a good 3 club bid, I want to be in 6 clubs. So I made a 4N bid that Matt obviously is playing his key card, and understandably we haven't discussed it. I thought we had, but I think I have that agreement with a mutual friend. I want to say Beans, and then he's going to message me saying no we don't. So I don't know, I made something up, and then I compounded that by bidding 5N over Matt's response. Really bad. And then Matt's obviously going off in 7 when the club finesse loses, and he didn't, he went 2 off because he got a heart rough as well. So it wasn't good. I mean, we're lucky that we only lost 11-9, and we're joint first, but we've already played the pair we were joint first with. So we've still got 2 matches left. We're winning. We're first on a split tie effectively because we won the match. But a bit of an error. I think last time we played at the Great Northern, I did a Chris Cooper Grand Slam as well, didn't I? And they shrugged and cashed an ace. So I'm like, all right. The Chris Cooper Grand Slam where they get a rough. That's a classic. That's a classic. So, doing all right. Magnus didn't even come to play today. He couldn't be bothered. So he says, "Steve, do you want to come down and we'll kind of team up and pair up in this London thing?" And I'm like, "All right. Well, I enjoy playing with Matt. That's a nice thing, but no Magnus today. So I'm going to go back to his when we're done and maybe watch some football. And then tomorrow we'll be back for some teams with Sarah Moran as our 4th. So we will do what we can." And I think maybe it's time for a coffee of some sort, because I did not get much sleep last night. So let's go and wake myself up. So this is the hand Matt played against Neil. He opens a strong no trump, partner bids 3 no trumps, and he gets the 8 of hearts lead. So partner puts down a 14 count, you're going to make this, but obviously match points, make as many as you can. So you've got 3 heart tricks, a definite diamond trick is 4, 3 clubs tricks is 7, and the ace of spades is 8. But you've got opportunities in 3 suits for extra tricks. You can set the clubs up, you can try and set the diamonds up, and you can take a spade finesse. So obviously you want to combine as many of those chances as you want. And they've led the 8 of hearts, there's no opposition bidding, so we don't necessarily know whether this is from a 5 low or 2 low or anything like that. So you win the queen and you do some testing. So before we decide on a final play of the hand, we just want to do some testing, see if anyone shows out, see if any early opportunities arise. So Matt cashed 2 clubs and another club, and East throws a spade. So you now know that West started with 5 clubs and they've led a heart. So maybe they're trying to find their partner suit, or maybe there's something like 4 hearts and 5 clubs, or 5 hearts and 5 clubs, or something like that. So there's opportunities early on to potentially guess what West has. This auction sort of says leader major, so maybe they're just leading from 3 small hearts instead of jack empty to 5 clubs, because the clubs are broken. And so obviously you can't really set any more clubs up, so we return our attention to diamonds. We are in dummy, so we play a diamond off dummy, and we play the king, and that holds. So we know East probably has the ace of diamonds, so we try and play for diamonds to be breaking with the ace of hearts as a late entry, play a second diamond, and West shows out, and they've thrown a heart away. So now it's likely that West is something like 4-5 or 5-5 in hearts and clubs. And you can't really set the diamonds up, so you play the 10 and the jack wins. Now East can't cash the ace of diamonds without setting the queen up, so East plays a spade. What are we going to do now? Well, we're still only on 8 tricks, so we could potentially play West for king doubleton spade or something like that. But if whenever you're playing these hands, you're thinking about shapes of the hand, and it's far more likely that East has the king of spades. So if we lose to the king, so be it. But we play the queen, and that holds. So now what? We're on to 9 tricks. Can we make a 10th? Well, we can't set any clubs up, we can't set any diamonds up, we haven't got any more heart tricks, and we can't really set any more spade tricks up. So it's a bit difficult to see what to do from this point. But on the basis that West has 4-5 or 5-5 in hearts and clubs, we can potentially end play West in clubs, and what we need to do is strip their spades out, and sort of squeeze them out of their long hearts, effectively, if that's a weird sentence. So West has already thrown 1 heart away. If West started with 5 hearts, they've still got a long heart, so we don't want to end play them while they've still got a heart to cash. So what we're going to do now is, because we're trying to squeeze them, is we're going to duck a spade. So we're going to duck a spade with 8 small 9, and East clears the spade. So East has a few winners now, and you can see that East has a few winners now, and West is about to discard here. So we know West's shape now. West was 2-5-1-5, and what do they throw away from this point? Well, you've got pretty much got a whole hand here. I don't know whether they've got the jack of hearts, it doesn't really matter, but we now know West's whole hand. So let's have a look at what they've got. What does West throw from this point? Okay, they can throw a club, but if they throw a club, you're in the south hand, then you can clear the clubs and make a long club. So West is sort of squeezed out of their useless long heart, and the reason it's a squeeze is actually the end play doesn't work while they've still got a heart to cash or a heart to exit with. So this is a squeeze card. We've squeezed them. They throw a heart, and now what do? Well, now you know the exact hand. You know that West has 2 hearts and 3 clubs left, because they've shown out of diamonds and spades. They must have that, and so we cross to the ace of hearts, cross to the 10, king of hearts, and now we exit with 8 of clubs. And there was nothing West could do. West said at the end of the hand, I was toast, wasn't I? And Matt said, yeah. They win the 9 of clubs, but they're now end played to give a club trick away. So that was really nice. If we just look at the whole hand, you can see that everything's breaking really poorly. I'm surprised East didn't open. I might have opened the hand. 1 or 2 spades, I don't know. But Matt played it really well. I think he didn't overcommit any time early. I'm on the train at the moment, so excuse the sounds. But that was a really well played hand, Matt. So well done. There's a hand that Matt played well that I'm about to go through, or I've just gone through in match number 6, but we won it 20-0. We're now about 10 ahead of second who have played, and 19 ahead of third. Hey, yeah. Oh, it's stopped raining now, so I can go outside. There's people enjoying some fresh air and some breeze. So we're on 100 VPs after 6, which is pretty good. We've got a 20-0, and we're playing, it looks like we're playing Stefano next, is on 81, so we're 19 ahead of Stefano. So I think we're pretty much, unless we lose 20-0, I think we're pretty much going to be first or second, depending on how well we do in the last match versus Gad. Gad's got one board to go in his match. We're currently 10 ahead of them, so we'll see what sticks. We lost the last match, but thankfully this legend here beat the the only pair that could have overtaken us. So we got 109 after 7, so that's like, I don't know, what's that, 15 point something a match, so decent. So another win with Matt. I played 3 Swiss pairs sets with Matt, and we've won 2 of them. That's pretty good. Although one was in Iceland with 160 pairs, so that was quite hard to win. Thanks so much. We bid another slam that went off, probably my fault. Matt game force and then made a slam trying diamonds. I signed off, and then he made another slam trying diamonds. I'm like, all right then. So I Q-bid with a pile of rubbish, and we sort of forced to get there now. We can't bail out in 4N, so it's quite loud behind me. I'm just gonna turn around. So this hand, we've just gone off in slam, and you've got this hand. You have ace, king, queen to 5, ace to 3, king to 4 singleton. And it goes 1 club on your left, some sort of short club, 3 card suit, whatever. Partner does 2 diamonds, weak with diamonds, and the next one makes a negative double. Well, you've got a massive hand here. There are situations where you could be making 6 diamonds. If partner's got a stiff heart and ace of 6 diamonds, you could be making 6 here. So you just bid 5 diamonds, and it sounds so fishy. The auction, a club, weak bid, double, 5 diamonds sounds so fishy. It's always going to get double. It went double, pass, and everyone started putting their bidding things away. But do you think you redouble 5 diamonds here? Where are they running to? Well, you've definitely got like 2 spades and a heart to cash. It's not like they're going to run to something that makes. And you've got to weigh, will they run? I mean, 5 diamonds doubled is 550. Will they run, and will you get more than 500? Probably not. And then if you redouble, is there a chance it goes off? I think so, yeah. I think partner could have a doubleton heart and not the ace of diamonds. And maybe, because we've just gone off in a slam, Matt's pushing the boat out and doesn't really have his 2 diamond bid. So I paused, and then I passed, and everyone said, oh yeah, okay. I don't even have to believe you're thinking about redoubling. And then we looked at the score at the end. We got 71% from making 5 diamonds for 550, and someone had redoubled. But we were playing Stefano, and he said he would have, the full hands there, he said he would have run to 5 hearts. Whether I believe him or not, I don't know. It depends maybe how quickly I redouble, or whatever. Maybe there's a bit of a table feel there, but he said he would have run, and I don't think he lies, so I'm going to believe him. So we got a good board there. We lost the match 11-9, so we had 6 wins and an 11-9 loss. So done well today. We haven't played stellar. We've had mistakes, but we've got more than we've given away. So maybe he'll smile, and I'll see you at a later date.